Hello everyone, this is VG Time back with another deck profile. This time showcasing the Vegito Trial Deck leader that was just released about a week ago. So this leader right here is very powerful. When it was spoiled, a lot of people had a lot of hope for it, and I do as well. This is the first time we actually had a good Vegito leader since I believe it was like 1 or 2 that Red Vegito leader came out. The subsequent 2 were pretty bad, and this one is returned to glory for the Vegito archetype. So let's look at the skills of the leader. Swings, it draws a card. It doesn't matter what it swings at, so that's already powerful. And then it has another auto that says that if on your opponent's turn, when your blue battle cards is KO'd or your blue unison is sent to the drop area, you get to draw 2 cards and flip this guy over. So you create a situation where even if your opponent doesn't want to awaken you, they'll end up awakening you using some of these cards in his deck. And you are able to actually do that on your opponent's first turn and get so far ahead on him. Then he has the ability to awaken normally, which is when you're at 4 or less life, you get to draw a card and flip him over. On the backside, he has an auto that when he attack or swing, he draws a card like most leaders do. And then he has an activate battle where you can pay double blue to choose one of your unisons, give it plus 10k power and triple strike. That allows you to basically make a win condition out of the unison itself, which is very powerful because there's not a lot of cards that interact with them on defense, besides of course negates and combos. And then it has an auto once per turn that if one of your blue battle cards is KO'd or is removed from the battle area due to an opponent's skill, you get to untap a blue energy and draw a card. So just throughout the course of the game, your opponent has to pay attention to that because you're just going to get free cards and free energy. The starter deck exclusives that we're running in this build are of course 4 copies of the Unison, Vegito Pursuit of Power. So he has a permanent that protects your leader that says if your leader card is a blue Saiyan, which Vegito of course is, if you have a blue Saiyan battle card in arrest mode, your leader does not take damage. That is a unique and powerful effect and one that you want to always have access to, so it behooves you to protect this guy. Then he has 2 activate mains, a ±0 that says you can rest the leader card or a battle card to give him a +1 counter. So the ability to rest a battle card is how you're going to trigger his permanent ability to protect your leader from damage. So that then creates a situation where your opponent has to clear the battle card, which triggers your Vegito leader's effect to untap energy and draw a card, or they have to clear the unison itself, which is also inherently giving your leader protection. And then he has a -2 that says draw a card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with cost greater than their current energy, ignoring barrier, and put it on the bottom of their deck. So he has removal built into him as well. So all around a terrific card. Next we are playing 4 copies of SSB Son Goku Tenacious Warrior. This guy right here is your self-awakener, in the sense that if you have to do it the old-fashioned way, you could do it. So you swing, you take a life, he becomes 15k. What's great about him is that if he is actually killed, you get to look at the top 7 cards for a blue unison with a specified cost of 2 and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And of course that will trigger your Vegito's effect either on the front or the back to either draw 2 cards and flip over, or to untap an energy and draw a card. We also played 4 copies of SSB Vegeta Heroic Warrior. This guy right here has critical as long as your leader is a blue Saiyan. And he has an auto that when he's KO'd, you get to draw a card and get back from your drop area a 2-costed specified blue unison card. Then we have 2 copies of SS Trunks Arcattack apiece. He is a combat trick that allows you, when you combo with him, to pay blue and put a blue Saiyan from your hand into play in rest mode. So you really only want to use this towards the end of the game when your opponent is going all in on something. Let's say it's like a Gohan or something like that. You just combo with this, pay blue, put that Saiyan into play, and then you don't take any energy. I mean, don't take any damage from your opponent's attack. So it's really filthy. Now the next card I play is to take advantage of the front side Pseudo Awakening. 4 copies of Dr. Rota. This guy right here is a blocker, 1 drop that allows you to, when it's KO, to untap a blue energy. If you are going first, this is the guy that you want to play. If you go in second, you want to really play the Goku. But if you're going first and you play this guy, it puts your opponent in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. They can either just not swing on you and then you just proceed with the game as normal, or they swing on you to try to get whatever cards they can, and you block with this guy and you get to become a 15k right away. Now, there's a lot of cards that support blue in general, but I wanted to be a little bit more on theme. So I am playing 3 copies of Saiyan Duo Son Goku and 2 copies of Saiyan Duo Vegeta. Now, both of them have permanents that when they're each in the field, they become 10Ks. And then there's the autos. So the Goku has an auto that when it comes into play, you get to discard a card and get the Vegeta from either the deck or the drop area. So a lot of times you just discard the Vegeta if you have both of them in your hand to pay the cost, and then you just get the Vegeta back. The Vegeta has an auto that when it comes into play, you get to untap one of your energy. And then the Vegeta has a permanent that as long as it's on the field, you can't play non-Vegito battle cards. So it basically sets you up to have to union right away. The card that you're going to union right away for is 4 copies of Vegito Powers Combined. This guy right here has Union Potara for 1 energy for, of course, Son Goku and Vegeta. And has an auto that when it comes to the play, you draw a card, and if you unioned it, you draw another card. So as long as you play it that way, you draw 2. And it has an activate main where you can pay 2 to swap it out for a Vegito in your energy with cost equal to or less than your current energy. To take advantage of that effect, we have 3 copies of Vegito's World's Strongest Candy. He has a permanent where you cannot play him anywhere but from your energy. And he has an auto that when he comes into play, you can't play another one of them for the turn. He has an activate main where you could take him, put him into your energy, and swap him out for this guy right here, which would then draw you another card off of the Vegito Powers Combined. So, in theory, you can make this guy right here on turn 3. Have 1 energy up, swing with him, maybe throw a bean on something, and then swap him out to this guy, swing for another 15, swap him out back into the Vegito, swing for another 20. And then what ends up happening on turn 4, you get to do the same scenario again if they don't kill the Vegito. And last for this chain, we have 3 copies of Vegito at full throttle. This guy has double strike and dual attack. And he has a permanent where you can only play him from your energy. And he has an auto when he enters play that he gets to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and with barrier, ignoring barrier, and return it to the owner's hand. So he also has a bit of removal as well. And he's 25k. So on turn 4, assuming that you already had this guy on the table, you get to swing with him, swap him out into this guy, swing with this guy, swap him back out into him, draw a card, swing with this guy, pay 2 more, swap him into this guy, and then have 2 more attacks with them. So it's a very cool engine, a very powerful one. The problem was we didn't really have a leader that could take advantage of it that was powerful in and of itself, especially not a Vegito leader, but now we finally do. That leads us to this anniversary box card, Vegito Polymorphic Potara. This guy right here has an activate main where you can pay 1, discard it from your hand, and if your leader card is a Vegito, like we have right here, you get to get Goku and Vegeta with cost 2 or less, put into play with their skills negated, and then you're locked into playing Vegitos for the rest of the turn. So if you're in a situation where you didn't naturally draw the Goku and the Vegeta, you could use this guy to get one of these two, get the Goku and the Vegeta, or even a 1-drop Goku and a 2-drop Vegeta that comes in the trial deck. Put them into play, and then union into the 3-drop. Right now, we only have basically generic blue super combos, or we have, of course, Zamasu super combo, or Android 18 or something like that. But the super combo we really want to be using is in set 10, and that is the Zeno super combo. So what the Zeno super combo will do for us is give us the ability to put these Vegitos into your energy when you draw them otherwise, and swap them out for better cards that you might have charged earlier in the game. Then of course, because we played blue, we played Bean, and I already kind of talked about that earlier when I was talking about the plays you can make. Then we played Dimension Magic because it's Dimension Magic, it's the best blue negate. And then this next card is a card I like a lot, but I understand why people don't like it because it takes a lot of timing and skill to use. 2 copies a year wide open. So unlike the other double colored or 2 costed negates that kind of just send the card to the drop area, this one right here, because it returns it to your opponent's hand, you have to use it on a threat that will cause their turn to end. So like if they're going on turn 3 and they're tapping for a 3 costed card, or even a 2 costed card after they already paid 1 for something else, that's when you use this card. And then you get to, on your turn, deal with your opponent while they're tapped out. Sure, they have 5k more combo, but you're not really worried about all that. Next set, we gain even more pieces. We get access to the trunks and things like that. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to bring the deck from there. I kind of like the deck being at 50, but those free cards are too powerful not to run. So you're going to probably run the God Stealing Trunks instead of this guy, of course, assuming that you can keep the Unison on the table. So that's it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I try to make it a little different than everybody else and try to take advantage of cards that are not terribly expensive but are very powerful. Thank you for watching today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out other videos on this channel and follow me on Instagram at the name below in the description. This is VG Time, signing out.